It's a rather beautiful day here this Monday afternoon. It's April 4th on our little micro farm. And I'm going to spin this camera around and I'm going to show you something that's been exciting to us. We have our two little goats here, Nigerian dwarfs, and they mated back in November. And we were hoping that they were going to have babies. Our farm class was looking forward to milking goats and maybe making some cheese. And after they were she was bred on November 10th and she was bred on November 17th. About 145 days later, they should be having babies. That would be today. But for the longest time, their girth did not increase. You can see their bellies are kind of big now. And so we had pretty well resigned ourselves to what we thought was the fact that they weren't having babies. But I'm going to show you some things that kind of tipped us off a couple weeks ago before their girth started increasing. If you look at the back of them, you can see that the vaginal area is poking out quite a bit. And I started wondering why they were having this swelling. And then I noticed when you look behind them, they are really resisting me. Looking behind them now, you can see that their mammary glands are hanging down. And you can see their teats are kind of extending also. Let me turn her around. Right here, that's called bagging. And that right here, this hanging down, is the milk. So the milk has started to come in. And so we said, wow, they are indeed having babies. And then suddenly, in these last 2 weeks, the belly started puffing out and growing. You know, this left side is where the rumen is anyway. That will stick out because, oh, wow, this is the first time I felt a baby. I can feel a baby in there. So I was wondering, I asked the vet tech who was their breeder how to know when they're actually starting to birth. And she said, feel the ligaments. And then she sent me a video. So right here is their hip bones. And right here beside the tail, when you press in, you can feel, it feels like two pencils going back to the vaginal area. And those are ligaments. She said, feel their ligaments every day. So I can feel, it feels like pencils. Now, sometimes Isabel won't let me do this. Sometimes, yeah, she's let me. So I can feel these, yeah, they're still there. So about 24 hours before the baby's born, those ligaments will go totally soft, releasing all the muscles, relaxing all the muscles in the back so the babies can be born. Typically, now this is the first time for both of these, typically they'll have 2 to 5 babies, sometimes only one. I'm hoping each one has twins, but those are the signs that it's about to happen. Well, there's signs that Jesus is about to come. You know, he said earthquakes would increase like birth pangs on a woman. And we see earthquakes increasing all around the world as well as other signs. So just as we know what to look for, a baby's about to be born, so the Son of God is about to return. Receive him as your Lord and Savior and be ready for Jesus' coming.